What if love isn't bound by age, but defined by connection? Age gap romances often push the boundaries of societal expectations, offering a fresh perspective on what it means to truly connect with another person. While we've all seen the classic age gap love stories, there's a treasure trove of underrated films waiting to be discovered. These lesser-known gems explore love in its most unexpected forms, sometimes tender, sometimes turbulent, but always captivating. Ready to explore love that defies time? Here are 10 age gap romance movies you haven't seen yet, but definitely should. 1. 5 to 7, 2014. 5 to 7 follows Brian, a young writer, and his romance with an older French woman, Ariel, who is married. Their relationship is confined to the hours of 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. due to cultural restrictions. Despite the limited nature of their encounters, their emotional connection grows deeper. The film explores cultural differences, longing, and the constraints placed on love. The performances by Anton Yelchin and Berenice Bejo add layers of depth to this bittersweet story, making it an engaging reflection on love and time. 2. Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, 2022. Nancy, a retired teacher, hires Leo, a younger sex worker, to experience intimacy that she missed in her marriage. Their transactional encounter evolves into a deeper emotional connection. The film discusses aging, body image, and self-acceptance. Emma Thompson's performance is outstanding, capturing the vulnerability and growth of a woman finding self-worth and connection later in life. This heartfelt film showcases how personal intimacy can bring transformative self-discovery. 3. Copenhagen, 2014. In Copenhagen, young William meets Effie, a 14-year-old Danish girl, while searching for his grandfather. Although their age gap might suggest a romantic arc, the film avoids such a narrative, instead focusing on William's emotional immaturity. Effie contrasts his unresolved issues, pushing him towards self-discovery. This thought-provoking film explores emotional development and maturity, using the relationship to highlight the importance of personal growth, making it more about internal transformation than external romance. 4. It, Boy, 2013. It Boy is a French romantic comedy where Alice, a 38-year-old fashion editor, pretends to date a 19-year-old student, Balthazar, to improve her professional image. However, their fake romance soon turns real, leading Alice to confront her feelings. The film humorously tackles age gap dynamics, societal pressures, and professional ambitions, showing how personal emotions complicate career-driven decisions. The chemistry between Alice and Balthazar adds charm to this light-hearted yet insightful exploration of relationships in the modern world. 5. Elegy, 2008. Elegy is an evocative and introspective film based on Philip Roth's novel, The Dying Animal. The story revolves around David Kepesh, a distinguished college professor in his 60s, played by Ben Kingsley, who becomes obsessed with a much younger student, Consuela, Penelope Cruz. The film delves deeply into the complexities of aging, desire, and existential reflection as David navigates his feelings for Consuela and his growing fear of mortality. The age gap relationship in Elegy is marked not just by physical attraction, but by the looming awareness of aging and the societal perceptions of desire in older individuals. As David becomes increasingly captivated by Consuela, the film paints a poignant portrait of his internal struggles, his inability to reconcile his desires with his fear of commitment and aging. The intellectual and emotional depth of the characters adds complexity to the film, which explores how aging affects one's sense of self-worth, passion, and attachment. Elegy offers a rich examination of intimacy, vulnerability, and the way desire can be intertwined with the knowledge of time running out. With stellar performances from the cast, the film invites the audience to reflect on the nature of love, lust, and the inevitability of change. 6. The Cook of Castamar, 2021. The Cook of Castamar is a Spanish period drama set in the early 18th century that combines elements of historical intrigue and age gap romance. The story centers on Clara Belmonte, a young and talented cook who has agoraphobia, making it difficult for her to leave the confines of her home. Clara's life takes an unexpected turn when she catches the eye of Duke Diego de Castamar, a widower who is much older than her. Despite their age and class differences, the Duke finds himself captivated by Clara's cooking skills and her quiet, mysterious nature. The slow-burn romance between Clara and the Duke forms the emotional core of the series, set against a backdrop of courtly politics, secrets, and royal intrigue. As the two navigate their personal desires and the pressures of their respective positions, the show explores themes of power, vulnerability, and the tension between social class and love. The Cook of Castamar skillfully weaves together historical accuracy with compelling character dynamics, showing how a forbidden love can blossom in the most unlikely of circumstances. The series also touches on themes of healing, as Clara must confront her fears and find the courage to embrace her place in the world and in the Duke's heart. It's an atmospheric and emotionally charged drama that blends romance with intrigue and historical drama. 7. Murphy's Romance, 1985. Murphy's Romance is a charming and understated romantic film about a divorced woman, Emma Sally Field, who moves to a small town with her son to start a new life. There, she meets Murphy, James Garner, a much older and eccentric pharmacist who has his own share of personal baggage. Despite their age difference and the slow pace of their romance, the two find common ground and develop a deep emotional connection that defies traditional expectations. The film is a refreshing take on the age gap dynamic, showing that relationships don't always have to be intense or scandalous to be meaningful. The relationship between Emma and Murphy is built on mutual respect, warmth, and understanding. Unlike many age gap stories that focus on conflict and societal judgment, Murphy's Romance emphasizes the comforting and supportive aspects of love. It offers a heartwarming narrative about second chances and the possibility of finding true love later in life. The performances of Field and Garner, both at the top of their game, provide a relatable and touching portrayal of two people discovering that love can come at any age. Murphy's Romance is a feel-good film that highlights the gentle, sometimes surprising nature of romance in life's later years. 8. Prime, 2005. Prime is a romantic comedy that tackles the complexities of relationships with a twist. The film centers around Rafi, Uma Thurman, a successful 37-year-old woman who begins a romance with David, Brian Greenberg, a much younger artist in his early 20s. The twist comes when Rafi discovers that David is the son of her therapist, played by Meryl Streep. As the relationship progresses, Rafi struggles to reconcile her feelings for David with the complications of discussing their romance with her therapist. The film explores the challenges that come with an age gap relationship, particularly the added layer of dealing with family dynamics and the emotional complications of therapy. Prime does an excellent job balancing humor with the underlying emotional complexities of the situation. It delves into themes of self-discovery, the impact of parental influence, and the importance of trust in relationships. The chemistry between Thurman and Greenberg is palpable, making it easy for the audience to root for their unconventional romance. The film also cleverly addresses the idea that age is just a number, and that genuine connections can form when two people are willing to confront their insecurities and take risks. Prime is a witty and heartfelt exploration of love, family, and the trials of modern relationships. 9. Adore, 2013. Adore is a provocative and visually stunning film that explores the boundaries of friendship, love, and family dynamics. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of an Australian beach, the film follows two lifelong best friends, Roz, Naomi Watts, and Lil, Robin Wright, who both find themselves involved in passionate affairs with each other's adult sons. The film's controversial premise centers around the intense and unconventional relationships that develop between the women and their sons. Adore delves into the complexities of female desire, friendship, and the blurred lines between familial bonds and romantic attraction. While the film explores taboo themes, it does so with sensitivity and nuance, questioning the traditional boundaries of love and sexuality. The stunning cinematography and the performances of Watts and Wright add depth and emotion to the narrative, drawing the audience into the characters' tumultuous relationships. Adore is a polarizing film that sparks discussions about the nature of love, morality, and how societal norms shape our understanding of relationships. It is a raw and emotional look at how deeply intertwined love, desire, and personal history can become, and how sometimes breaking taboos can lead to profound self-discovery. 10. Lonely Planet, 2024. In Lonely Planet, Laura Dern plays a reclusive novelist who hopes that a prestigious writer's retreat in Morocco will offer her the solitude she needs to complete her book. However, her plans are disrupted when she unexpectedly forms a connection with a younger man, played by Liam Hemsworth, who is there accompanying his girlfriend. This modern and atmospheric film explores the complexity of emotions that arise when two people from different stages of life meet in an unexpected setting. As the retreat progresses, the chemistry between the two grows, offering a subtle meditation on the nature of self-discovery, love, and the emotional risks of connecting with others. Lonely Planet touches on themes of loneliness, the search for personal meaning, and the emotional fulfillment that can come from relationships that are not bound by age or traditional expectations. The stunning visuals of Morocco, paired with the introspective journey of the characters, create a film that is as much about finding oneself as it is about exploring the potential for unexpected connections later in life. It is a deeply emotional and quiet exploration of love that unfolds slowly but powerfully over the course of the story. These 10 age gap romance movies remind us that love is complex, unpredictable, and can bloom in the most unexpected places. Whether it's through laughter, tears, or quiet moments of connection, these films explore the beauty and challenges of relationships that transcend age. So, if you're ready to step outside the usual romantic tropes, give these hidden gems a watch. You might just discover a new favorite that challenges your perspective on love and connection.